All right, guys, James and Justin back again, looking at everything culturally relevant from a spiritual perspective. We got the new Beatles track.
The Beatles, they're back.
They never die, apparently. Even when they do die, they still got new
Disney
songs.
alone.
But apparently, what happened was there was like an old John Lennon track laying around, like that he had like recorded, and it was all crappy. And then they like pulled it out and used AI, to like make it all awesome. And so I think Paul McCartney and Ringo got involved, and they like made up this tune, and the AI generated the like guys into the video. Now I've seen it, but you haven't seen this at all.
Yeah, this is a fresh reaction from me.
Yeah, so
it's interesting thinking of like, you know, the future when like whatever the time has passed and the laws have changed for what you can use. And Have you heard the new Kurt Cobain and John Lennon track
duo
mashup?
That'd be awesome. That's actually, I look forward to. They're all actually already doing stuff. I've seen like Frank Sinatra singing Eminem.
Oh yeah, I've seen Elvis singing "I Like Big Butts."
Yeah.
Like, and it sounds like Elvis.
Yeah.
So
this should be interesting for you.
Socrates is doing a duo with Lady Gaga.
All right. Focus.
One, two, three.
I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. And now and then, if we must start again, well,
I like it. A nice little, soft melody kind of coming in. And that is George Harrison, the guy kind of with the long hair.
Yeah.
So they AI'd him into this thing too.
That's an AI George Harrison?
Yeah. Well, it could be like him pulled out of like an old scene or something and then put into the new video, I think. I don't know.
I thought it was just because when I don't even remember, I don't know exactly when he died, but that is him in all his glory. I love the long-haired, I love the long-haired George Harrison.
Hippie George Harrison.
Yeah.
And then they've got Paul here singing alongside John. Like they're kind of duetting.
Oh, cool.
Which is kind of neat.
That's awesome.
even know for sure that I will love you now and then. I miss you. Oh, now and then. I want you to be there for me, always to return to me. I know it's true. It's all because of you. And
It's a good song, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like an uncanny valley effect seeing them all together. It's like, okay, something's not computing. They're even like different ages, but it's cool. But who's this for? I mean, it's because in one sense, it's a good song, and for people that like the Beatles. But isn't it most of the group that would like the Beatles like an older
Boomers. It
generation?
would be like our parents.
Right.
Like, yeah.
They won't use the self-checkout at the thing. They're like, I'm not giving my money to a robot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think stuff like this gives new generations like Zoomers and Millennials, Gen X, like a chance to kind of like see a bit of the
See,
Beatles,
it's
and
not so bad.
well, maybe it's like a business ploy to like, let's see if we can get them buying Beatles records from them. Like, I'm sure some of that's going on. But, you know, it is good because we get to see a bit of them. There's not much. Like, I was born in 80, so I'm right on that border of millennial and Gen X. I think John Lennon was shot the year I was born. So I know very little of the Beatles outside of, you know, the odd tune I hear here and there and what my parents told me about Beatles.
Yeah. Well, when we were like teenagers, they were still re-releasing albums and it was still going strong.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people still know who the Beatles are. I'm just kind of kidding around because it's interesting that this new technology and revivification, I'm like, but aren't the older generation like classically sort of skeptical of, you know,
things like AI?
Change, like, yeah.
If you go away, I know you'll never stay. Now and then I miss you. Oh, now and then I want you to be there for me.
I'm sure for the big hardcore Beatle fans, there's probably a lot of emotions. I think of my Uncle Bob, because my Uncle Bob's really into the Beatles. And when you watch probably a video like this, there's kind of like that goofy thing going on. You got John Lennon acting all crazy like there. But at the same time, it's like sad. Because you're kind of like watching, you know, something at the tail end of it. Like, it's
you know,
kind of the end, man.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. When you really open your mind up a little bit to like interdimensionality, let's say. Maybe, you know, John Lennon's sitting in another plane kind of smiling and nodding and you know, not to get too cornball here, but I'm just saying, like, they made a version of ChatGPT that's like answer from the perspective of the Bible. I heard Jordan Peterson talking about this.
Yeah.
And apparently it's like unsettlingly like how the Bible would answer it. And it's like even the digitization of what God's word might be.
Yeah.
You know, this is a whole new world we're facing here, and maybe we get the Beatles forever, you know, because you could go write a song in the style of the Beatles, and a robot would be able to make it probably sound more like the Beatles and the Beatles.
Yeah.
And then you could probably get AI to generate all the instruments and the voices, as we already discussed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's like, are you going to resist it for no good reason, or are you going to think, maybe there is like a spiritual aspect to this? The show's called Stay Spiritual.
Yeah, yeah.
So
maybe some residual thing that will like go on forever, long after these guys are all gone.
All right, but it brings into question even the idea of what consciousness is.
Yeah.
What if they make a computer that's pretty stinking conscious, and they're like, I can replicate what existence through the eyes of a human is.
Yeah.
And so I can put the characteristics and the identity of these people and even their memories into the thing, and it's like they're living again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And so if that's true, then like anything's true. And you might as well say, who knows, man, maybe there's like maybe it's like they're with us or something, and then it gets into
They're never really gone.
ethics issue.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Nice trip down memory lane. Getting to see the Beatles again. Yeah. I think there's someone was saying like this is like the last song. This is like the last one you'll ever see. Mm-hmm. Apparently, I think there was like 3 of those songs that were found, those old songs, and 2 of them had already been remastered and redone. But there was complications with the 3rd one because of the quality of it. But then they were able to do it here. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to see the Beatles. Good title for it. Now and then, good. If it is the last Beatles song, it's a good one to go out on, I think, maybe.
I heard that with chaos magic, there's this idea that you can conjure whatever you want in the room with you. Like anything. Like not limited to like, some dead saint or something, but you could literally be like, what would it be like to discuss this matter with Batman? And through chaos magic, the idea is you conjure Batman in the room with you or something like that. It probably involves a lot of imagination and stuff. Yeah. And it also reminds me of this comic book, this graphic novel called The Invisibles, where one of the characters goes into meditation and he's talking with John Lennon in another dimension, like a past John Lennon, right? It's all psychedelic and the colors and everything. So I don't know, if you want to enjoy it and enjoy it with a really open mind, who knows what's going on here? Maybe they're speaking to us from another dimension through combined with technology. I'm real ranty today.
That's okay. We like ranty. And guys, let us know if you liked our reaction on this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone. Until next time,
stay spiritual.